What is up, guys? Welcome back to Project Ascension. We're playing Conquest of Azeroth, which is basically just WoW with custom classes. Recently, I leveled the Demon Hunter all the way to 30, and I'm going to be sharing my experience of the leveling process, doing dungeons, and PvP. Let's jump right into it. So these are the skills you start out with. Illidari Blessing empowers the target ally, increasing their melee attack power against demons by 10 to 12, and dodge chance by 10% for 30 minutes. So that's a nice buff to have. Then you have Felrend, cleaves enemies within 8 yards of you for 150% weapon damage, generating 5 rage and increasing the dodge chance by 10% for 4 seconds of each enemy struck. That's an AoE ability. Twin Slice, an instant strike that causes 3 damage in addition to 100% of your normal weapon damage and generates 8 rage. The first use of this ability will not incur a cooldown. If this ability is used within 5 seconds of Azeroth's assault, you will reset the cooldown of Annihilation Strike. So those are going to be some other abilities that we're going to get in the future, but let's start killing some mobs and see how this class plays. I mean, right off the bat, we're doing a lot of damage to these mobs. We're killing them like instantly. At level 4, we got Fell Flame Breath. Breathe Fell Flames in a frontal cone, inflicting 6 to 10 Shadow Flame damage instantly, and another 72 to 102 Shadow Flame damage over 6 seconds to all enemies caught in the flames. This spell has double the duration when used in demon form. So that's going to be another nice AoE ability. I'm going to test it out right now. So just like gonna gather all these mobs. Felrend, bam. The damage for the PvE on this class is just going to be insane. And you get rage from pretty much using any of your abilities. And when you reach 100, you turn into this demon form here. Increases all damage done by 30%. You also have a 20 to 19% chance to reflect any harmful shadow spells cast on you. Your rage depletes extremely quickly while in demon form. So you'll be doing a lot more damage when you're in this form. And you reach 100 rage pretty fast. So it's like you'll be turning into demon form a lot. Level 6, we got Glaive Rush. Dash forward 10 yards through enemies, dealing 50% weapon damage. Consecutive uses of this ability will reduce the distance dashed up to 3 times. This ability is usable while rooted. Nice. Yo, this is sick. I love this. Anything with mobility, I'm like, you know, those are my favorite types of skills. At level 7, we got our next ability, Azeroth's Assault. Assault your target, dealing 250% weapon damage. That's a lot. And triggering a Fell Strike. If used within 4 seconds of a Felrend, this ability will trigger twice. Whoa, that's like double of that damage. That's ridiculous. All right, I want to try this out. Felrend, Azeroth's Assault. All right, so it does like 2 stacks of damage. It seems pretty strong. And we also have this passive Fell Strikes ability in the spell book. Your Fell Strikes deal shadow damage based on your agility or intellect, whichever one is higher, and your melee attacks have a 100% chance of causing a Fell Strike. So I don't know if that's an extra attack or if that just means all our melee attacks are considered Fell Strikes and deal shadow damage based on our agility or intellect. Gonna have to look into that. It seems like most of our abilities are based off of weapon damage, so I'm thinking the weapons are going to be really important for this class, specifically slower weapons with higher damage. All right, level 11, we got a new skill. Burning Vengeance increases all threat generated by your shadow and fire damage effects by 50% and causes you to generate 5 rage whenever you're hit by a physical attack. Also increases your dodge rating by 20% of your agility, reduces all damage dealt by 8%. So this is kind of like a tanking ability. I think this class can tank with all the AoE, and now that you have this skill. And this skill is also nice to have for PvP and other situations because of the extra dodge rating, and you'll be getting rage more often, which means you get into demon form faster. Level 12, and we actually got another ability again. We're getting abilities at weird levels on the Demon Hunter. It's different than the other classes I played, but Fell Fireball inflicts 27 to 31 Shadow Flame damage to an enemy and generates 8 rage. Has a chance to trigger a Fell Strike on the target. While in demon form, this ability has a 40% increased casting speed. Cool. You can actually rank it up as soon as you get it, so it does more damage than it said. This cast is like so fast in demon form. This class has no downtime in between mobs. You could just keep going and going. The only thing is, like, when you get low on health, you would have to stop the heal. But now with this ability, you don't even have to stop the heal because you could kill everything before it gets to you, so you're not even taking damage. This is cool. I went to go level in Westfall for a little bit because I got tired of Darkshore, and at 16 we got a new skill, Demonic Evasion. Increases the caster's chance to dodge by 50% for 5 seconds. While active, your Fell Fireball spell is an instant cast best. That is insane. The fireball already deals a lot of damage, and if it's instant cast now, what? And it's only a 1 minute cooldown. That's nothing. And while I was looking through the spell book, I saw an ability called Spell Break. Slash your target, interrupting any spell casts and dispelling a magic effect from them, and it has a 12-second cooldown. I'm not sure what level I got this, but I was level 17 when I saw it, so you're gonna have it by then. At level 19, we got Demonic Advance. Assume the form of a Fellhound, granting 100% increased movement speed for 5 seconds. This ability is really cool. Between this and the Glaive Rush ability, the movement on this class is just, it's so good. I found myself not even feeling the need to get him out all the way until level 30. Yeah, it would have been better to have him out than using these movement skills, but really not that much better, at least for the 60% mount. I ended up joining a Dead Minds group, which was fun, and also upgraded the weapons with the Buzzard Blade and Smite's Reaver. Level 22, we got Glaive Throw. Hurls the glaive at the enemy target, dealing 50% weapon damage as Shadow Flame damage, and slowing their movement speed by 30% for 4 seconds. If you use this ability directly after Glaive Rush, it deals triple damage, so you're pretty much always going to want to use it after Glaive Rush, unless you just use it for getting the slow off. But yeah, this is really cool. We have a slowing ability now. This skill is really helpful in PvP when you're chasing people down. You Glaive Rush to catch up to them, and then you could use the Glaive Throw to slow them down and get some damage off too. So I also did the elite quest in Red Ridge with the help of the Stormbringer here, and even though it's only 2 of us, we were able to complete it, which was cool. At level 25, we got the skill Sargeran Smite. Blast the enemy for 84 to 91 Shadow Flame damage and drains 106 to 112 mana from the target every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. That's like 600 mana drain in 3 seconds, and it's only a 6-second cooldown instant cast ability. That's really freaking good. Obviously, using it in PvP is going to be fun, and I'm going to do that, but I just want to try it out on this whelp here, and that's draining mana, dude. Level 28, we got Chaos Nova. Instantly trigger a Fell Strike on all enemies within 12 yards. So that's some more AoE damage. I think that's what this class is really good at, just pulling big groups of mobs and tearing them down. And I didn't even notice we got this skill until a while after I hit 30, but we got the Skull of Gul'dan. Consumes your demon form to instantly heal you for 50% of your maximum health and make all allies within 40 yards immune to fear, sleep, and charm effects for 8 seconds. One of my main concerns with the Demon Hunter was that we had no healing abilities, so it's really nice to have a strong heal. It heals you for a lot of health. So yeah, I was super happy to see that. As far as PvP goes, it's pretty decent. The mobility is nice. The instant fireballs is always nice. The single target damage, I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't really at the same level as like Barbarians or Knights of Zoroth, or I don't even know about Witch Doctors, but we got destroyed by a couple Witch Doctors too. Reapers, Pyromancers, Cultists, those were pretty even matchups, but yeah, there's some classes we just got destroyed by. I'm also not the best PvPer, so maybe it just came down to skill. I wanted to see how this class is at soloing dungeons, so I went to Scarlet Monastery, and we could handle like packs of 2 mobs to level 30, 31, but anything more than that was not doable. So I changed plans and I decided to go to Stockades instead. Even though we didn't like steamroll the place, it was pretty easy to solo at level 30, which was cool to see. I was like soloing dungeons. But yeah, that's the Demon Hunter at level 30. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and if you have any other classes that you want to see in a video like this, leave them in the comments and I'll get to them, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.